great weekend. I've been having a great weekend. Again, you guys know I'm the Money Maverick, Running Maverick, and Active Dad, where I help parents, I help fathers, even mothers be great parents. I also share my life with you guys on YouTube. So I got two cameras running right now, one here, so you guys can hear what I'm saying. And yeah, just sharing my day. I had a great day yesterday. Um, Kids went to grandma, which is great. It's always good when you can get some time away from your children. They need time away from you, and you need time away from them. So went to grandma, and they are having a great time. Everything's going all right. Always check in with your babysitters. Always check in with your family members that are babysitting your children, because you want to see what's going on. You want to see what's happening, and they're great. So decided to go to the mall. Decided to go to the mall. I had a doctor appointment, and that went great. And it's always great when you can go to the doctor on the weekend, right? Always do something on the weekend. We're always working for the weekend, so you want to make sure that you do as much as you can on the weekend. Again, I'm the father and chilling with the Johnsons. You guys know Mark Johnson, so you guys see me here. You don't see the children, but again, we did another episode, so I hope you guys love that episode that we put out 2 days ago. Um, Kids loved it. A lot of people have given us good feedback. So again, if you guys like this content that I'm sharing, you like our page, share, subscribe to our page, and like our videos. I know you guys have seen the videos are really good, and we're constantly looking for brand deals, constantly looking for a production company to pick up the show. So that's what we got going on. So after my doctor's appointment, which was pretty cool, I actually had an appointment at 8 at night, 8:30. And me messing up the times, I went 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, that's what happened. And when I got there, they were like, okay, well, you're 12 hours early, but we can still get you in. And I'm like, all right, cool, cool, cool. So they got me in, did my appointment. It only took about half an hour. And you got to do what you got to do. You got to take care of your health. You got to make sure that you check in with the doctors every so often, because you want to make sure that you live a long life and you're healthy. So got my appointment done, and then we decided to go to the mall. Went to Yorkdale. I don't know any of you guys out there know Yorkdale Mall. That mall's over like 75 years old. I think that mall was actually at that spot 75 years ago in the 50s. And it's changed a lot, but I mean, the outside part, I saw pictures of the outside from the 50s, and it looks the same. So we went to Yorkdale. We had a good time there. I actually got to drive a Cybertruck, those new Tesla trucks. I drove one of those yesterday. It was pretty cool. It was gray, black interior. I think the one I drove was like, I don't know what model it was, but it was pretty cool. Um, Even I was scared to even damage the truck. Like, I can drive a truck that big. I don't have a problem driving trucks that big, but just, brand new truck. I think it's 150,000 Canadian, um, including tax. And yeah, it was amazing. I got pictures on my Facebook page, and I got pictures on my Instagram page. You guys can check it out at Running Maverick and Money Maverick, and you can check out the truck. I think I have a silver one there, and also there was a red one in the showroom. It was pretty cool. So a lot of people have been hating on that truck, the Cybertruck. To me, it doesn't matter. If I had the money, I might buy one, maybe not to keep for life, but maybe just to test it out for like 3, 4 months and then give it back to them. It's pretty cool, and it's a good conversation piece, and you can definitely get a lot of looks from it, because while I was driving it, a lot of people were taking looks. They were like, "Yo, who's that? Like, is that some kind of basketball player? It's that, but it's the Money Maverick. That's me." And so it was pretty cool. Didn't know they're actually going to give us the truck. The attendant actually, he rode in the truck with me, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a problem. I don't see how someone could just give you a brand new truck to drive on your own without having an attendant with you. So he came with us, and yeah, we had a good time. It was pretty cool. We drove around the block, came back, went on the highway a little bit, came back, and it's a really good truck. Fast, all computerized. The steering wheel is really small. It almost feels like you're driving like a video game or something. But yeah, the Cybertruck's pretty cool. The Tesla, so you guys know the Tesla Cybertruck, and I drove a silver one, and it was pretty cool. Takes a little bit getting used to, because you have to know where the left and the right. On the left and the right, there's no signal. It's just you have to push the steering wheel, and so you kind of have to look down. So you have to know where the left and right is. And there was some instances where I kept the signal on because I didn't know how to turn it off. And but it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. It was nice driving that truck. You have to remember, it's pretty big, but it turns like a car. Like you turn the steering wheel and it's very easy because they said all four wheels turn. So your back wheels and your front wheels turn. So it was pretty cool. So yeah, the Cybertruck was pretty cool. Again, if you guys love this content that I'm sharing, share and subscribe to our page. Hope you guys loved the new episode that came out 2 days ago on our Chilling with the Johnsons page on YouTube. And yeah, a lot of people been giving us good feedback from it. So I hope you guys like it. And so yeah, that was some of my day. And then for the first time, I tried Chick-fil-A, and that was pretty good. First time I ended up getting the deluxe chicken deluxe with the hot jalapeno cheese, and that was pretty good. Like I like sandwiches that are hot. I don't like peppery, but if it's like a little bit of zing on it, I like it. And then we had the waffle fries. That was pretty cool. I never had waffle fries. I usually get McDonald's fries, and I usually get that other fast food, but it actually tastes pretty good. Like the sandwich tastes like something I probably get from Wendy's, the chicken, and it wasn't that hot. It was all right. Chick-fil-A, so Chick-fil-A or Chick-fil-A, whatever it is. I hope you guys got that too. That was the first time we tried it, and it's pretty good. So it was a lot of firsts yesterday. You know, first doctor's appointment, first what's it called, first driving a Tesla truck, and also, Chick-fil-A. That was pretty cool. And I'll go back again, definitely. I'm sure my kids are disappointed because they weren't there with us. It was only me and my wife, but you got to do what you got to do. And like I said, take the time when you have children, a lot of you children that are out there, because I know a lot of kids are watching us from our kids' school. It's always good when your parents can get away. It's always when you can good that you can also get away from your parents and get some time away. It's a lot of work. We have a family of six. There's always something going on, and it's always good to get away from each other. Everybody needs a break. All you parents out there are thinking about having kids. All those parents or all those people out there that want to have kids, take your sleep now, because when you get kids, there's no more sleep. That's key. You know what I mean? Like it's a different life. Don't think you're going to be getting all the sleep that you used to get when you didn't have kids, because when you have kids, it's that sleep is gone. You'll be lucky for getting like 5, 6 hours of good sleep every night after you have children, especially with new babies. New babies keep you up during the night. And when we had our first child, I slept and my wife woke up, and she was the one that took care of the babies at night. I had to make sure that I got my sleep for the daytime. So I didn't wake up when we had our first child. When we had our first child or second child, my wife was the one that got up to feed them. They're breastfed. So at the end of the day, I don't got no breast for the baby. And at the end of the day, she's the one that would do that. So yeah, I got sleep, but I mean, I'm telling you, those that don't have sleep, don't have kids now, get all the sleep you can now, because when you have children, that sleep is gone. No more sleep. No more long sleep. No 10-hour sleeps for you. But definitely I try to get as much sleep as I can now. I still get my 6, 7, 8 hours if I'm lucky. But again, when you have children, especially babies, they wake you up in the morning. See how the sun ups now? Yeah, that's gone. If the kids were up or the kids were here, that sleep would be gone. I'd be up already, because they don't sleep. When the sun comes up, it's time to wake up. So at the end of the day, there's no sleeping in. But again, I hope you guys love this content I'm sharing. Share and subscribe to our page. And so that was my day. I had that first doctor's appointment. Also had, like I said, I drove the Cybertruck, nice silver Cybertruck. I'll post the video on the YouTube page after I'm done here, and you guys can check it out. Tell me if you like it. Leave some comments below. And yeah, the Cybertruck. I drove a Cybertruck yesterday. I don't think necessarily I'm going to get that. Like I said before, if I had the money, I might rent it for a little bit, or at least borrow one of them for 2, 3 months. But I don't think it's a long-term truck that I don't want to get. The guy was saying that it would take, I think it was 6 to 7 hours to charge a full charge. But if you do it at the Tesla charging stations, it would take about an hour, I think he was telling me. And it would cost about $30 to fill up the truck from empty to full. And it was pretty cool. It had a lot of gadgets. It definitely gets looks. The Cybertruck gets looks. And so I enjoyed driving it. Yeah, like I said before, it drives like a car. But even when the dude said to me, "Yo, I want you to drive in the garage," that was challenging. That was a little challenging. You have to make sure that you don't hit the truck on anything. But I'm used to driving big vehicles like that. I've driven cube trucks. I've driven vans, long white vans and stuff, sprinters. So at the end of the day, I know to drive a bigger car. But he said a lot of men and women were buying the truck Like he said, a lot of the clients that he's seen were 50-50, which was surprising to me. I didn't think a lot of women would drive the Cybertruck, but he said that, yeah, it's gotten to be 50-50. A lot of families are driving it, but he said 50-50 men and women were driving the Cybertruck. So that's pretty cool. I haven't seen too many. Like I think I've only seen three up front, and that was the first time I was actually in two. And maybe I've seen about 10 on the road since they started getting on the road, maybe 10, 20. So it's getting more popular. I think they started releasing them last year, October 2024. And now, it's January 2025. So at the end of the day, a lot more trucks are coming out. But again, it's not my go-to. I'm more a family vehicle, and that's definitely not a family vehicle. It can seat about six. It can seat two in the front and maybe four in the back, but it only has like three sleep belts in the back. So, but it was a good truck, like a lot of gadgets. It's going to take you a while to learn all the gadgets in the truck because everything's on the touchscreen, and then everything's on the steering wheel. Like there's nothing else in the truck but the touchscreen in the front and steering wheel that has all the buttons and the gadgets on it. And then also in the back, there's a nice TV console for um, your kids to watch whatever they want on the TV console on the back. So that was pretty cool. But again, like the truck that we drove was like $150,000 and tax in. And I think the guy said within 2 weeks, if you bought it, you could get the truck in 2 weeks. Like there's a lot of trucks available now. So you could definitely get a Cybertruck. But again, I know a lot of kids are watching me, so you guys definitely not going to be able to watch, get a truck, or your parents may be able to get a truck as soon as possible, but you won't be able to drive it till you get a little bit older and have a license. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And then like Chick-fil-A, like I said, this is the first time I actually got it. Stood up in the line. I like their system where you just stand in the line and someone comes to you and takes your order, and then they prepare the food. So by the time you get to the front cash it, register, you pay for your food. So it's pretty fast. I like it. I like the system. And again, we were at the mall pretty much for like 5 hours. We got there a little bit early when the mall was like just opening, so there wasn't that much people in the food court. There was places to sit, but by the time we drove the Cybertruck and came back, because this was at the mall, Yorkdale, where they have the Tesla trucks and the Tesla dealership inside the mall, that's pretty cool. Um, but the funny thing is, they've been, what you say, presenting cars in the mall in Yorkdale for years. Like if you look at some of the videos and some of the photos from the 50s and 60s, they always had like show cars in the hallways. While you're walking from store to store in Yorkdale, they always had show cars. Like I saw a stingray in an old photo. I saw a beetle bug in one of the photos of the mall because they have like old photos around the mall that shows you how long the mall's been there. And yeah, Yorkdale's been there since the 1950s and 60s. Yorkdale in Toronto. I'm sure a lot of you have been there. We were there yesterday, so that's what I'm talking about. My day at the mall yesterday, we went to Yorkdale without the kids. And like I said, we had Chick-fil-A, and we also had we drove the Tesla truck for the first time, the Cybertruck. We drove the Cybertruck, which is pretty cool, the pickup. And so that was my day, like then we came home. And then we had like steak and potatoes, like so there's times where you gotta enjoy your life. Again, you young people out there, don't think your life is over just because like a boy dumped you or you didn't pass your test or you didn't get the toy that you wanted for Christmas or you didn't get to go to the movies with your friends today or your basketball team didn't win the game today. Like that's not the end of the world, or you fell off your bike and you hurt yourself, or you didn't make the soccer team, or you didn't make the volleyball team. That's okay. You can always try out next year. Or if you're too old and you're moving to the next grade and there's no more teams, that's okay. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like you're not always gonna get your way. You're not always gonna it's not always gonna work out the way you planned. But that's okay. That doesn't mean that you are a failure. That means that you can't do it again or you failed. You just can get back up and try something different. That's what life's all about. Try again, trials and error, doing different things and having different experiences or good or bad experiences. It's always about how you react to something, not necessarily what's done to you, but how you're going to react to it. Um, what are you going to do when something happens to you? Are you going to turn the other cheek? Are you going to just lay down and play dead? Or are you going to get up and try it again? Are you going to take more chances, take more risks? Calculated risks, not bad risk. When I'm talking about good risk, there's always good and bad risk. There's always good risk out there where you try different things. You want to try a different career? Try a different career. You want to try a different food? Like try different foods. Nothing's wrong with that. You might not like it, but you can say that you tried it and it didn't taste like you wanted it to taste, so you're never gonna eat it again. But a lot of times people out there think that they don't like a food because somebody else didn't like it. That doesn't mean that you didn't like it. You're just taking another person's opinion on it. Maybe try it for the first time and see if you like it. Maybe you might be surprised. Maybe you might like that food and there's that person doesn't. Or try a drink and that other person doesn't like the drink. That's okay. Just try as many different things as you can. That's my advice to you. Those out there, young, old, rich, poor, try different things. Take more risks. Enjoy your life. That's why we're here. We're here to enjoy our life. We're not here to just um, do nothing. We're here to do as much as we can and live life to the fullest. So my advice to you is try as much as you can. Like I didn't know I was going to drive a Cybertruck. The attendant was like, "Do you want to drive the truck?" I'm like, "Sure." I go, "What do I need?" He's like, "You just need a license and insurance." I'm like, "Great, I have that." He's like, "Cool, just come back at 1:30." So that's what we did. I ended up getting to drive a Cybertruck. I ended up getting a couple videos in it, and it got a lot of photos for content. So I can use all those contents for videos. So again, if you guys love the content that we're sharing on Chilling with the Johnsons and the other pages that I have, share and subscribe to our page and like our videos. You know, that's what it's all about. Share my life with you guys. Again, we had a great time at Yorkdale Plaza, Yorkdale Mall. The mall's been there for like 75 years. I'm sure a lot of you guys have been there. And like I said, I drove the Cybertruck for the first time, Tesla Cybertruck. It was pretty cool. Like the look. It's always better when it has like the one I drove was silver, but the one that was there was a red one. It was mag red. It was pretty cool. Like it really popped with the red color, and it had huge wheels on it, and it was pretty. I loved it. I definitely rent it. I don't think I'd buy it for long term. I think I just rent it or like um, use it for a little bit and then turn it in, trade it in. I think a lot of people are going to do that. I don't think it's really a truck that someone's going to have for 3, 4, 5 years. I think it's more like a showpiece where people will just have it for a little bit and then they'll trade it back in. The guy said the one that I drove was $150,000 Canadian, and it would take 6 to 7 hours to charge from a home charger at a house, or if you go to the supercharge stations, it would take about an hour to charge from empty to full. And yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. A lot of gadgets, a lot of buttons all over the place. It would take a while to learn all those buttons and functions because there's no turn signals, there's no wiper. There's just a button for the wiper, so you have to know where that is when it starts raining. And there's only one wiper that goes across the truck. It's not two in the middle, it's just one that goes all the way across the big windshield. And so, yeah, it was pretty cool. The Cybertruck, Tesla Cybertruck. That I drove that yesterday. So, yeah, again, you guys got to enjoy your life, live your life to the fullest, do what you got to do. And all you parents out there, like I said before, when you have children, always try and get a good, trusting, loving babysitter that can babysit your kids because definitely they need time away from you and you need time away from them. And yeah, and then again, sleep. Like I said before, you guys, those of you that are thinking about having kids or starting to have kids, the sleep that you used to get when you were single and no dependents, yeah, that's all gone. There's no more sleep for you. No more long term sleep because your children will wake you up. The babies will wake you up in the middle of the night. And then when the sun comes up, they're not sleeping. We can force ourselves to sleep when the sun comes up. Usually when the sun comes up, there's no, it's not quiet anymore. It's very busy. Always something going on, noise, running around, making noise. That's what kids do. And it's okay, it is what it is, but you got to do what you got to do. Take the time away that you can get away from your children when you get a babysitter. And that's my advice to you because you guys know I'm a father of four, married 12 years, and we have a lot going on. A family of six in northern Toronto area. There's always something going on up here. It was currently snowing just now. It's kind of stopped right now, but it might snow later today because we get snow up north. And again, like I said before, we have another week starting up. Tomorrow we'll be at the cafe again, Patty and Pop Cafe in Barrie, 121 Wellington Street West, where we serve Jamaican cuisine and Canadian cuisine. Come on by, check it out. Um, yeah, get a latte, get an Americano, get an espresso. We have different cafes, and it's a cafe, so we have different beverages for you guys out there. Jamaican pop, cola champagne, and pineapple. We have Coca-Cola, Sprite, ginger ale, Diet Coke, if that's for you. Come on by and have a jerk chicken sandwich or have like a jerk chicken and rice. We serve Canadian cuisine breakfast sandwiches. We serve like a lettuce, tomato, and avocado with cream cheese on a bagel. That's amazing. I love having that for breakfast. And I go straight to my double double, my coffee double double. So that's my go to. What is your go to? What do you like to have in the morning to eat for breakfast? Come on by the cafe up in Barrie. That's where we're at. Again, keep pushing, don't give up, believe in yourself, you can do it. And again, if you guys love this content that I'm sharing, subscribe to our page, like our page, and share it with somebody you know. Maybe there's somebody out there that I can help with my advice on our stories and our experiences, chilling with the Johnsons and raising a family of 6. All right, take care, all the best. You can do it.